We haven't had that opportunity here in training camp, so it was great to get out there with the guys. I thought they embraced it, they enjoyed it. I thought, all in all, this was kind of a walkthrough of what getting ready for a game would be like. So we're getting closer to it. Again, I was appreciative of the focus and the attention that the guys brought. All that being said, we still have work to do. We still have young players that are trying to find their way to be exact, but they're right on the right path to get there. So all that, it's very positive.
Will you? How come? Did you want to come over here before and you couldn't because of a turf issue, or what? How come?
Well, obviously we had the Special Olympics, Gary, and what a cool event for us to be able to host. And so to do that, then we had to put down new turf. Mm-hmm. So we took the first opportunity that we could get to get over here. We'll obviously come back over here again Saturday for our mock game, and feel as comfortable as we can get by next Saturday.
Is this new turf since the Special Olympics?
Yeah, it looks awesome. It looks great. Yeah, it looks awesome again.
What do you hope to accomplish between now and the start of next week?
I think the biggest thing is just a comfort level, Michael. It's just guys feeling like this is our routine, this is what we do, this is how we do it. There's still going to be moments of what time here or what time there, but all in all, to be able to have the routine, I think, is important for everybody.
You've done a lot of purposely mixing and matching personnel groups at offensive line and running, all of that. When do you get to the point where you say, this is kind of how we're going to exactly do it in games in terms of rotation?
Well, I think it starts Saturday. I think we have to have a plan in place Saturday, and then we have to stick to that plan, and we have to rotate within the plan. But things are going to come, Dan, just like anything within games where an ankle injury occurs, or a hamstring, or a dehydration, or whatever it is that we're going to have to adjust to. So that's part of the mixing and matching that has occurred up until this point. But yeah, sure, we want to have a plan in place and have it ready to be implemented, and to do that, you have to practice it.
We've seen Achilles Ross with a sling on the last couple of days. What happened to him, and how long might he
He's got a sore shoulder. It's not serious. We want to get him back as soon as possible. We think Achilles can really help us not only on defense but on special teams. So the sooner we get him back, the better.
How do you sort out the safety position or view the safety position right now? It seems like you have maybe 5, even 6 candidates if you include Matt Lopes to play those 2 spots.
Well, I think it's playing them. I think it's finding out who can go in the game and doing what they're capable of doing. You go from an experienced guy like a Leon McQuay or a Matt Lopes to a true freshman, a Achilles Ross or a Marvell Tell, and everybody in between. So all that being said, we're just trying to find the right mix and the right mix of players to give us the best success defensively, to be aggressive but yet disciplined, and to be able to tackle well and cover well and everything in between. I think that remains to be seen. I think so many times, we don't get the preseason like the NFL does. Part of it is we have to go play games. And with games, then comes experience, and then comes evaluation, and we try to put our players in the most difficult situations in practice and in scrimmages, but ultimately, there's nothing like game experience.
Steve, there was a story in the Seattle Times this morning detailing a receipt from a retreat that your coaches took while you were in Washington. Did you see that story? Are you aware of it?
I was aware of the story. Gary, I didn't actually read it verbatim, but I was aware of the story. It was something that had to do with coaches, wives, administrators. As the head coach of a football program, I don't feel bad for paying for a receipt with people that are there with us. And it is what it is. There's a lot of things that could get detailed positively out of that and or negatively, quite honestly, I guess. But the reality of it is, I was the head coach and I took the receipt, and I don't feel bad about people eating dinner and having a good time. There weren't people drinking and driving. It's unfortunate that is the focus of the time that was spent, because there was a lot of really quality dialogue that took place in that weekend.
Are you concerned at all that these types of stories are going to keep cropping up here and possibly cause some sort of distraction as the season goes on?
No, really, Michael, my concern is more on our team and our focus and our attention to detail and our ability to be ready to play come next Saturday and the following Saturday and the next Saturday and the next Saturday. So I'm not as concerned about one thing being a distraction. There's a million things that could be. It's what are we doing every week to make sure that we're focused and detail oriented so that we can go out and play our best football.
For you, obviously, you're taking on more after, as you said,
sure, for
yourself. How do you work that into your own schedule with, you know how long the days are for coaching staffs getting ready for the season? How do you add those extra?
Dan, I'm taking it as a positive. Sometimes it's good to self-reflect. Sometimes it's good to be able to open up a Bible and read, quite honestly. So I don't take it on as a negative or what am I going to do with my time now. It's more of a, this is probably good, and as I can figure it out, maybe it'll be good for a lot of other people as well.
How do you feel like this situation maybe impacts your relationship with the players?
I feel like I've got great support from our players. I think they know that they get the same from me and that I'm there for them. I've asked for the same from them. So my relationship with them, if anything, has gotten closer and better than anything else.
Let's do one more.
You're going through the mock game on Saturday. Is that just going to be kind of procedural stuff, or are you guys going to scrimmage?
It'll be very procedural. Yeah, there'll be a lot of mock injuries, knock on wood. There'll be a lot of things of that nature that we're going to have to play through. I mean, Max Brown's going to get thrown in when he's not prepared to be thrown in. There'll be a lot of those scenarios that take place so that when they do occur in the season, because things do happen, that at least we've been through it before.
Okay.